Hey bitches, Skinny here. Today, I would really like to explain to you how the body creates fat. I want to explain it to all of you in a way that really makes a lot of sense. And I think that nothing can make more sense than tacos. Who loves tacos? I do. I named it Cat Taco. I love tacos on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays and so on and so on. Fat storage and the way that the body consumes foods and processes it is so fucking fascinating to me. If you've ever tried to lose weight, you know damn fucking well that there are two parts of it, of your journey, that are really fucking tough. And it's the finding when you're really ready to get out of your own way and fucking start getting in that mindset and then making the right choices to achieve your goals, right? The second is when you start fitting into the fucking incredible clothes and you are maybe 5 or 10 away from your number goal and you're like, this could be good enough, or maybe I'll just eat this, or maybe I'll just drink this, and that is the hardest part, is those last 5 or 10. Why? Well, that is the fat that has been on your body the longest. It is compressed. It has the most toxins. It has been on your body, some of us, for fucking 10 years, 20 years. We've never cut that low. When I say that low, I mean when you see a friend and they go, or a family member, and they give you the bullshit of, are you sick? You look too skinny. You're too thin. Tell them to fuck off, and that what you're trying to do is cut extra low so that you can put on, healthy muscle and not fluffy muscle. Healthy muscle, not fluffy muscle. There's a fucking difference. So, why is that last 5 or 10 so hard? Here you go. The best way I explain it is like a 7-layer dip. So, if you've ever seen a 7-layer dip, or you don't know, fucking, you know what? We'll show you a picture of a 7-layer dip. Here it is. Okay? It's done multiple ways, but it's like there's beans, and then there's, guacamole, and then there's refried, and then there's cheese, and then there's sour cream, and then there's salsa, and then there's guacamole, and then there's sour cream and salsa, and sometimes it's like a 22 fucking layer dip, right? But with a 7-layer dip, let's do this. When you're unhealthy and you are eating stuff with high sugar, high fat, high sodium, and most of us when we're unhealthy, we are not drinking enough water. It's the number one fucking thing I tell you is drink more fucking water. Why? Because that flushes sodium. Now let me tell you what sodium does. If you've ever seen my other videos, go check them out because I've got some pretty fun ones that really explain it to you. When you eat something that, let's say, is high fat, okay? So you eat high fat. Then you eat sodium, right? What does sodium do? It's an expansion, right? So the sodium sticks onto the body, right? If you don't have water and you don't flush some of that sodium, it sticks. It stays. Soda, juices, water with lemon, it's not going to flush it. You need pure water, okay? And not just one day or one cup. But that sodium stays there. So now that sodium is sticking on to the fat, right? You're not drinking water. So guess what you eat next time? You're eating sugar, right? You're eating sat fats, right? You're eating carbohydrates. It's going to stick. You're not flushing it. Then you eat something else, or maybe those items also have high sodium. Now they're expanding even more. And your body doesn't trust you. So what's happening now is you have fat, you've had sugar, you have your sat fat, you have sodium, and it's just expanding and sticking. Nothing is flushing. And your body wants to hold on to all of it. It is really important to look at fat storage like a 7-layer dip to me, because it gives me that visual of everything compounds and stays. And if you're not learning healthy habits, if you're not getting into fat burning, if you're not walking or drinking the water or giving your body the nutrients that it needs, it's going to hold on to it. Sodium, it expands in the system. So when it expands, it has room for other stuff to come into it. So that's the sugar, the fat, everything else. And that is why you feel bloated, but then that bloat becomes a new layer. And everybody's body is completely different. Please fucking understand that. Not everything applies to everyone. But when I think of it as a 7-layer dip, you have to remember that when you're in weight loss, when you shed one layer, it's fucking badass. In those layers are your medications, toxins. There is so much that our body will hold on to. So while you're in weight loss, if all of a sudden your hormones are every which way, or you're feeling really dizzy maybe one day, or really kind of like shaky tweaker-ish one day, guess what? It's because what happened was that when you popped that fat layer, all of those toxins just released back into your bloodstream. So now they're affecting your brain, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, everything. Guess what? Keep fucking drinking that goddamn water, because that water is going to flush it. That water is going to help you. So please understand that this is a process. And if you're on that last 5 or 10, don't fucking give up. Just imagine all of these other 6 layers, at least, that we're pushing down on it. It's compounded. Those last couple layers are going to have the most toxins. Let them go. Let them into your bloodstream. Drink that fucking water. Let them flush out and say, bye, bitches. I'm getting healthy. So, love Taco Tuesday. Love a 7-layer dip. Actually, not really, but I really like guacamole and all that other shit. But you have to think of your body in different ways. So, I just want you to always be inspired. Always remember that your journey is not fucking easy. But stop saying it's hard. Because you can find you, be you, and do you. But fucking educate yourself first. And that way you have that knowledge for the future.